it was the military who intervened in that process and asked them to leave. When the military intervenes, Jorge, in my view, that's called a coup.
President Barack Obama just recently, he gave an interview and he said the following: the average American doesn't think that we have to tear down the system and remake it. Is he right?
Well, I mean, it depends on what you mean by tear down the system. The agenda that we have is an agenda supported by the vast majority of working people, vast majority of Americans, and certainly a vast majority of Democrats. When I talk about raising the minimum wage to a living wage, I'm not tearing down the system, we're fighting for justice. When I talk about health care being a human right and ending the embarrassment of America being the only major country on earth that does not guarantee health care to every man, woman, and child, that's not tearing down the system. That is doing what we should have done 30 years ago through Medicare for all. And by the way, Jorge, an issue that to me, the more I study it, the more I worry about it. This climate change thing is not only real. We have a threat to the entire planet. We have got to stand up to the greed of the fossil fuel industry, transform our energy system as quickly as we can. I think that's what the American people want, to be honest with you.
Maybe what President Obama was suggesting is that Democrats might be going too much to the left in order to win the general election against President Trump. What do you think?
I don't think so. I honestly don't. I think the issues that we are talking about are in fact supported by the vast majority of the American people. You go out and you ask people, should we make public colleges and universities tuition free? Should we cancel all student debt in this country by imposing a tax on Wall Street? And I think the answer you're getting here is, in fact, the answer you're getting all over the country. And here is the bottom line of this, Jorge. I think it is the American people are catching on. There's something profoundly wrong when so few people have so much and so many people in this country are struggling. And they want real change.
So let me ask you now about immigration. You've been talking about immigration recently a lot. At the beginning of this program, I asked Senator Harris about the legacy of President Obama. Many people agree that he did great things for the country. Obamacare, DACA, the Paris Agreement, among many other things.
Yes.
But would you say that he made a mistake by deporting 3 million people?
Yes. Jorge, I think that, again, I think what I'm going to tell you is, in fact, what the American people want. And they want to stop this ugly demonization of the immigrant community and the racism that's coming from the White House. They want, not my idea, it's what the American people want, is finally comprehensive immigration reform and a path toward citizenship for 11 million undocumented. And here's a promise that I make. I don't make a whole lot of promises. But on day one, Jorge, I will undo the damage that Trump did, and among other things, reestablish the legal status of the 1.8 million young people and their parents eligible for the DACA program.
Okay,
so as president, I will undo every damn thing that Trump did by executive order.
I want to ask you a question about Bolivia.
Yes.
You wrote in a tweet that you thought it was a military coup,
yes,
what happened in Bolivia. Many people have other point of view. They think that Evo Morales had been in power 14 years,
yep,
that he wanted to fight more, and that he wanted to become a dictator. So what do you think?
No, I don't agree with that late assertion. I think Morales did a very good job in alleviating poverty, in giving the indigenous people of Bolivia a voice that they never had before. Now, we can argue about his going for a fourth term, whether that was a wise thing to do.
And the OAS thought it was a fraud, the election on October the 20th.
Some people think that as well. But at the end of the day, it was the military who intervened in that process and asked them to leave. When the military intervenes, well, hey, in my view, that's called a coup.
Senator Sanders, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you all.